People used to be scared of being called cringe, and now it's kind of a compliment.
And personally, I think you should be more cringe. If you post a picture of your art, say something too personal, or wear an outfit that doesn't match,
Do it without shame, because that's not cringe, it's confidence.
in an age of fake personalities and pretentious internet influencers, it's refreshing to see people simply making things they're proud of, even if they are messy, awkward, or not polished enough to go viral. Cringe isn't dead, but what we consider cringe has changed. Take Jared from Eagle vs. Shark, a character originally framed as goofy and cringeworthy, but watching it again last night, honestly, he looks sick. I genuinely love the t-shirts, not even ironically. I think they actually look cool. The boxy glasses, the mullet, it's all stuff you see everywhere now. It wasn't long ago that saying your favourite animal was an eagle while wearing a giant eagle graphic tee would have been cringe. But if someone said that to me outside of a pub now, I'd probably think they're the coolest person there. Cringe is slippery. It's not about being wrong, it's not even weird. It's more like your brain is flinching at somebody else's vulnerability. Psychologists call it empathetic embarrassment. Your body reacts as if you were the one oversharing, fumbling, or falling flat. According to researchers like Dr. Roland Miller, it's about a face threat, a moment where someone loses social footing and our brains respond as if we had slipped too. That's why when someone misses a high note at karaoke or posts a heartfelt caption that's just a bit too raw, you don't just feel awkward, you feel compromised, as if the honesty itself was contagious. For example, when you were a kid, did your friend's mum ever shout at them while you were over? She wasn't yelling at you, but you felt embarrassed for your friend. And weirdly embarrassed for their mum too, for letting her emotions show. But when their mum left the room, your friend usually went back to normal, like nothing happened.
It's interesting that we can feel secondhand embarrassment for someone who doesn't even feel it themselves. In a way, it proves that it's a reflection of ourselves. You're not cringing at them, you're cringing for them.
Another example of why I think cringe is a reflection of ourselves is when someone makes a joke that falls flat. You let it linger for a second, and if that silence persists, personally I feel this rush of social panic. Like I have to laugh. Not because it's funny, but because if I don't, they'll feel cringe. I know I would in that situation. So I fake a laugh, to save them, but mainly to save myself. It's the same reason why after your friend's mum leaves the room, you feel compelled to say something like, "That's so unfair, you didn't even do anything wrong." You're just suppressing your own cringe.
But the stereotype of a cringy person is changing.
It used to be people outside the norm, people you'd avoid because they were weird. Now we actively search for it. There are entire YouTube channels, TikToks and Reddit threads built around second-hand embarrassment. We binge watch it as if it was a genre. Yet many of these compilations aren't cringe, at least not in the type of cringe that I grew up with. Instead of innocent moments like a sweet kid asking about dedicated Wham, they're filled with people trying too hard to be something they're not. Don't get me wrong, there's still plenty of cringe content that feels mean-spirited, targeting passionate people, but we're seeing less of it. More people openly sharing their passions, not with irony but with confidence, and it's harder to mock that than it used to be.
Post-cringe, if we can call it that, isn't about pretending to not care. It's about genuinely doing something you enjoy, even if people scroll past it.
Philosopher Byung-Chul Han says we live in an age of constant visibility, when everyone's encouraged to express themselves, but only if it's digestible or marketable. The moment you step beyond that, you're called cringe. So we've learnt to shrink ourselves, to minimize our enthusiasm, and to pack our feelings as jokes. But people are getting tired of that, you can feel it. There's an undercurrent of trying again. Trying badly without coolness is the goal.
I'm not trying to be a writer, I'm trying to be a person who writes. And that's what post-cringe is all about. It's not about the performance, it's about the effort. I haven't quite learned how to fully embrace that yet, how to support people despite my inner judgment. because ultimately I envy their courage. I still cringe, I'm just trying to not turn away from it. I want to be more cringe, because I think cringe people have more fun.